The Time-Traveling Tooth Fairy, story by Kids Channel. Once upon a time, in a world filled with twinkling stars and shimmering dust, there lived a very special tooth fairy named Tilly. But Tilly wasn't like any ordinary tooth fairy. You see, Tilly had a magical time-traveling wand that could take her to any moment in time, whether it was in the past or the future. Every night, she would fly through the skies, collecting shiny teeth from under pillows and leaving behind little gifts for the children. But one evening, something extraordinary happened. Tilly was flying over a cozy little town when she suddenly felt a strange pull in her wand. It began to glow brighter and brighter, and before she knew it, Tilly was whisked away into a time portal. "Where am I?" Tilly gasped as she looked around. She had landed in a forest filled with giant mushrooms and talking trees. The air smelled sweet, like sugar and flowers, and the sky was painted in shades of pink and lavender. "This isn't my time," Tilly exclaimed. "I think I've traveled into the past." She fluttered around in her sparkling wings, trying to figure out what to do next. Suddenly, a tiny creature popped out from behind a mushroom. It was a friendly dragonfly, glowing with tiny lights. "Hello, Tooth Fairy," the dragonfly chirped. "You've landed in the land of lost things, where all the things children have forgotten or lost over the years end up." Tilly tilted her head. "Lost things? I didn't know teeth could get lost." "Oh, they do," said the dragonfly. "Teeth, socks, buttons, even toys. All the forgotten things are kept here, waiting for someone to remember them." Tilly thought for a moment. She knew that sometimes children left their teeth behind, thinking that the tooth fairy had forgotten them. But now, she realized she could help more than just collect teeth. She could return the lost ones. With a flutter of her wings, Tilly decided to embark on an adventure to find all the lost teeth in the land of lost things. She waved her time-traveling wand and, with a flash of light, she zoomed forward into the future. The world around her changed, and she found herself flying high above a futuristic city. Floating cars zipped past her, and children played with glowing toys on hoverboards. "Wow, this is incredible!" Tilly exclaimed as she looked down at the sparkling city below. "I wonder if the children in the future need help with their teeth too." Tilly zoomed to a small house on the edge of the city where a child was fast asleep. Under the pillow, Tilly saw something shiny, a silver tooth. With a gentle wave of her wand, she replaced the tooth with a shiny new gift, a glowing star-shaped charm. But as she was about to leave, Tilly noticed something strange. Another tooth was stuck under the bed. "This must be one of the forgotten teeth," Tilly whispered. She carefully picked it up and put it in her magical pouch, ready to return it to the land of lost things. Tilly continued her journey, hopping between the past and the future, collecting lost teeth from all around the world. In the past, she visited an ancient castle and found a tooth that had been lost for centuries. In the future, she helped a little robot child who had lost its tooth while playing in a virtual world. As the sun began to rise, Tilly's wand glowed one last time, and she flew back to her cozy home in the present day. But she wasn't alone. She had brought back all the lost teeth from her travels, and she couldn't wait to give them a place where they'd be remembered. The next night, when Tilly went on her regular rounds, she found the perfect spot to leave the lost teeth, a magical garden just for them. Each tooth shimmered under the moonlight, glowing with the memories of the children who had once owned them. Tilly smiled as she waved her wand, making the garden sparkle with magic. Now, no tooth will ever be forgotten again. And from that night on, Tilly wasn't just the tooth fairy who left gifts under pillows. She was the fairy who traveled through time, collecting lost teeth and returning them to the places where they belonged. The end.